Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of June, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and actually for this month I have two. And if you would like to know more details about it, you can read in the description box below, or you can email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Virgo, I feel like there's a level of achievement, victory, success, recognition coming to you effortlessly during this period of time. I feel like there's a sense of pride associated with something that you're getting, that for you represents a win, that for you represents something very important, because I feel like you have poured a lot of your soul or a lot of your heart into it. You invested a lot of energy into something that is now coming to light, positively speaking. So the Six of Wands brings self-confidence, but it also brings a lot of reassurance from the outside to the things that we're doing or to the person that we are. So there's a sense of being admired by the way you come across, the way you speak, your ideas, your creations or creativity in general, the way you express yourself, the way you take care of yourself, the way you dress, your example of some sort or something that has your energy in it is being quite positively perceived. There's also a very interesting energy here for some of you Virgos during this time of conquest. So you might be very driven, very ambitious during this period of time. I feel like more than usual, to get something, to make a point, to conquer the heart of someone or the attention of someone. For those of you Virgos that desire to, get someone's attention, but something that has been perhaps more, I feel like either there has been this secretive desire of yours or this fear in assuming something, all right? Assuming a position, assuming a desire, assuming, a decision. Something has been more behind the scenes. You're called to expose it, or you're motivated to pursue it in a more direct way and with a lot of confidence, because you will get it. So whatever it is that you want to bring attention or from whomever, you can definitely get it. I feel like many of you Virgos are being, seen in a light that it's very attractive, all right? For some of you, there can be this issue of extreme egocentrism. I think I'm saying it right. So there could be a little bit of an ego trip going on for some of you at times. You could be feeling like easily offended, easily, there's something here about your ego being a little bit fragile or sensitive during this time. So when something comes off wrong to this aspect of your ego, that it's very sensitive, I feel like you might react badly. You might have this reaction of just, being upset or lashing out on whomever you perceive as a threat or against you, or diminishing you. There's something here about at times you feeling like outside energies might be criticizing you or diminishing you or what you're doing in any kind of way. And for some it might be true, all right? For others it's just that the communication, it's like the communication wires and lines are a little bit are a little bit off. So things, misunderstandings with these two energies, the Knight of Swords and the Moon, misunderstandings can be a big theme, all right? A big problem, a big challenge experienced, not understanding what the others are saying, or interpreting something wrong, others doing the same to you. That can be a strong possibility, especially because the Moon is also here. So we can have very rational responses that come from fear, responses that come from a place where we're not the most lucid, or we're not the most aware of what we're doing and why we're doing, or what we're saying and why we're saying it. And then again, there's that confusion, that fear and insecurity. When fear and insecurity takes over, that can make us again see wrongs where there's none, or even not see the threat where it actually lies. So it depends obviously on the kind of situation here. I do feel like the Knight of Swords as your challenge. Also, I see that unfortunately you might have here an energy of someone that is disliking this Six of Wands vibe about you. So this Knight of Swords can be an air sign influence. You could be dealing here with a complicated Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual personality, or even here a Pisces. But this air sign influence in particular seems to be very critical of something you're doing, or this renewed sense of self that is kind of emerging here from you. It's someone that might be accustomed to an energy where you're more submissive, or you're less sure of your potential, less sure of your value, less sure of who you are in reality and what your capabilities are. And this can also be someone that is extremely upset, jealous, insecure, especially if this is a love interest, because with the Six of Wands, you're attracting a lot of attention. You're attracting a lot of attention, and this can also be just a little bit like of a jealous, a jealous reaction that comes off wrong. It won't be apparent. I feel like this Knight of Swords can be more hidden, and then it comes up when you're not expecting. So it could be someone you're not dealing with currently, but in the next weeks they might show up out of the blue, perhaps during the nighttime in particular, or they might be thinking strongly about you during the nighttime and be something quite that you yourself pick up on subconsciously. So if you feel like angry at nighttime, or you have angry dreams, or angry like a very restless, the Knight of Swords is a very restless energy, or you have a very restless sleep, I feel like you might be absorbing this person's energy because they're thinking so much, or they're so upset towards you, that you're, again, picking on some kind of energy that then can affect you the wrong way. But for other of you Virgos, you could also just be that you at times can be very irritable, all right? There's a little bit of a strong irritability. There's a tendency to be hasty also in your words and in your judgments and your appreciations. So you're advised to, with the moon, things are not fully, out in the open. So you're seeing only half of something. You're not seeing the whole picture of a specific situation that is upsetting you. So during the next weeks, when you are, upset about something in which you see, or in which you feel there's a level of mystery or secrecy or shady energy, something that is triggering your fears, and again, this desire to respond in a very impulsive way, especially with words, you're advised to hold back a little bit. Trust yourself, all right? Trust the moon. So trust that in due time things will be revealed to you, because if you lash out too soon, you might be unfair, or you might just end up not, you might then realize that something you said was not fair, or something you said was not accurate, and regret it. I feel like the feeling of things that are said cannot be taken back. So for some of you Virgos, this is very important, is that your communication needs to be extra mindful during this time, because the tendency to just say it for the sake of saying it because you feel like you can say anything because you're right, or because, I feel like some of you are very defensive. So it's just like a feeling of, especially when, again, your ego is being affected. So it's like you can feel like you're in the right when you're not to do something, all right? It can be more hurtful. This is for some. For others of you, it's what I said. You're dealing with a specific individual here that is just, annoyed. I feel like you might have here indeed someone very annoyed with your success. For Virgos that are achieving great levels of success, that's basic as that. There's jealousy, envy, fear of losing you, or fear of you understanding, all right, this person's real motivations as well. Because for some, but it's still unclear, but for some, yes, there can be an individual that does not have the best intentions here, or has, hers own agenda, that by you achieving this victory or this success, you're putting this person's plans perhaps in question. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.